Welcome!
In this podcast, we talk about politics and life.
I'm Mariam,
And I'm Abigail.
and you are currently listening to the Yellow Ribbon Podcast on Spotify.
Enjoy!
Welcome to the very first episode of the Yellow Ribbon Podcast.
The reason why we are doing this is so that the money we earn will go to the Ukrainian refugees in Europe because of the current situation, as most of you guys will know. If this war really stops, this will go to the refugee centers, basically to help the people in need, and so we really hope it will work.
Yes, make this world a better place. So, as you might know, Putin invaded Ukraine on the 25th of February. So he pushed troops into Ukraine, and he started bombing Ukraine and stuff, the Ukrainian cities, and it became worse and worse each day by day.
Yes, and why did he decide to invade Ukraine was because he didn't want Ukraine to join NATO, and if Ukraine joined NATO, they saw it as a threat. Putin saw it as a threat because if Ukraine joins NATO and a war breaks out in Europe, there will be no barrier between both of them, and also because they had some weapons like near Ukraine, and if Ukraine joined NATO, it could backfire or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why Putin decided that he needs to do something about it, but he has gone a little too far. He could have tried to settle peacefully.
True. Because if he joined NATO, aka the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the West, aka Europe and the United States, they would have the freedom to put whatever they like in Ukraine. And as you know, Ukraine is right next to Russia, so that would be like an immediate threat.
Yeah.
Just like what she said. So he doesn't like that one bit, and he's pretty aggressive, I guess. Yeah.
Yes. So, what do you think of the invasion of Ukraine, Mariam?
I think it is unjust. It is definitely, he didn't give any warning at all.
Yes.
It's not predicted. They didn't have time to evacuate, and this is not, it won't justify anything. Even though they joined NATO, that is no excuse to invade their country. They could have done something else, like some peaceful means, like diplomatic talks or something. What do you think?
Yeah, he has a point. I know he has a point, like he wants to protect his country or something. But he has really gone way too far in this situation. He could have tried to talk it out, settle it peacefully, But now he's bombing innocent civilians, and he's not even keeping the fighting on the front line, which he said he would do, but he's not. So he's basically lying as well.
Exactly.
So I really, really think, I had this funny thing. I thought that maybe they could settle it by playing video games. Whoever wins. But that's probably never gonna happen.
That will probably never happen.
So yes. But I really think Putin has gone way too far with this. He's bombing innocent civilians, mothers, children, elderly people who have done nothing to him, absolutely nothing. And so, I think what he's doing isn't right at all. He even lied to his soldiers, telling them he would be going to Ukraine to keep peace, But they were sent there. They didn't know a single thing. They were all very confused. They ended up fighting only because they were fighting for their lives, I think. I'm not sure if this is true, but I think it may be true.
Yeah.
So I think it's not very fair what he is doing right now.
Yes, exactly. I totally agree with you. The soldiers were given no notice, and they probably don't even want to kill innocent Ukrainians.
Yeah, they probably don't even want to.
Yeah.
And in Russia, the primary school kids, they were protesting against the war, and they got put in jail. And I think for 2 years they had to stay in jail. I'm not sure if that is real news or not, but I'm pretty sure it is. They even had a video, and it's really sad, children being put into jail for 2 years. Children younger than me.
Exactly.
And just because they protest against war, just because they want peace,
Exactly.
So it's not fair.
Because how many kids, they actually commit worse crimes and they just get sent to juvenile.
Yeah.
But no kid deserves to be sent to such a harsh penalty.
Yeah, especially for doing the right thing.
Exactly. And they're younger than us.
Yes.
And they're doing the right thing, honestly.
Yeah, they're doing the right thing, and they're put into jail.
Yes.
And so I really think that Putin, he could have done this way more peacefully. He didn't need to do all this.
Exactly.
Like, he's gone way too far.
Yes, exactly. I mean, like, it was a peaceful protest.
Yeah.
It wasn't violent at all. It wasn't threatening him.
Yes. So what we think he could have done instead? What is your opinion? What he could have done instead?
He could have had a peace summit, and even though he should have communicated better, obviously,
Yes.
and he should use peaceful tactics like talking, like having like galas, I don't know, and like these type whatever world leaders do,
Yes.
anything but not killing people.
Yes. Yeah, he should have tried to talk it out, make it peaceful, you know? Like, I said it already. He should have kept this peaceful.
Exactly.
Like, just try and talk it out, okay? I know it can be hard, but, you know, people are suffering out in the world because of what he's doing. So, what I think the thing that he could have done was he could just talk it out, you know? Just talk it out and, you know, he could have settled it.
Yeah, he could have settled it. It is not a difficult thing to do, especially with Russia being such a major part in world trade, with oil especially.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you don't know, Russia supplies most of the world's oil, more like 40%. That's a lot for one country.
Yes, that is a lot.
That is a lot. And now that the world are putting sanctions, oil is becoming a lot more expensive for us.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Like, and the average household price for cooking, for simple things, for like petrol, we all need petrol.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize how much we rely on gas to live.
Yeah, like we need the crude oil, we need the natural gas from Russia, and also, we hope that nothing happens to their people as well.
Yes.
We wish them all well, and most of them don't even want this war.
Yes, there have been protests from Russians, like Russians in Russia protesting against this war, and they are Russian.
Yes,
Some
exactly.
don't even support their president. And,
Exactly.
like, have you seen those videos of the Ukrainians helping Russian soldiers, the Ukrainian lady
so
helping him? That is what humanity is supposed to be like.
Exactly, it's so sweet.
Yes, but now it's like people are fighting for their lives and killing innocent people and
Exactly.
everything.
Like, it's so unfair for them.
Yes.
And it's making Russians being ashamed of being Russians.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all because of one person, and it's like it gives an example of when you give one person too much power.
Yes, it's all because of greed. I know that he was doing it, he had a point, but I think now he's just becoming more greedy, and his point is turning into greed now. Yeah.
Yeah, he just wants to. I feel like because he said in a press conference that Ukraine should be part of Russia because they used to be part of Russia.
Yeah.
But they deserve their independence. They deserve to be their own country.
Yeah, so like what I'm trying to say is, you know, the Russians don't want this war. So but Putin, it's like he's the one making decisions. The Russians don't have any say in any of this.
Yeah.
They're being forced, and like he's only feeding them the news that he wants them to know.
Exactly. It's all
Every
propaganda.
other news, he's not gonna show it to them. That's what makes me so upset as well.
Exactly, and I doubt that they'll be able to leave their country.
Yes, they're already closing flights off to certain countries and everything. So Putin's making his own people suffer.
Yes, and now that world has freezed Russian assets, and the world is sanctioning Russia, the value of the ruble is going down, and now these poor Russians, these poor people in Russia, they can't really buy anything. They're becoming poorer and poorer and poorer because of one man's actions.
And it's just really sad. So I think what we're trying to say here is that the world does not need another war. We've had enough wars already. The world needs kind leaders who actually solve problems and bring peace to the citizens.
I mean, like, we're in the 21st century. We should know about these stuff. We've been in hundreds of wars. We had millions of casualties.
Yes.
Yeah. And also, we are in such a developed world. We have the best the best healthcare than ever in history.
Yes.
People should be able to live their lives peacefully.
Yes, they should.
I mean, like, education is becoming better now, and it's just sad to see if a world war breaks out, because all this progress will just be reduced down like fighting and stuff.
Yes, and sure, and most certainly, Putin did not he did not think that since people are already suffering through COVID, he did not think that people are already suffering enough. Now he wants to bring more suffering to the people.
Exactly.
We've been under lockdown for a few years,
Exactly.
and people suffering from COVID, they're suffering from losses. If this war starts, we're gonna suffer from even more losses, and it's just gonna be really sad.
Exactly. It's gonna be. It's already like so. It's such a headache living next to Russia. Honestly,
Yes.
and also there are rumors that Russia might invade Moldova. Moldova was a former Soviet country. The Soviet Union used to be a huge empire. Russia's
Yes.
already quite big, honestly. They have a population of 140 million.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they should just let that be. They're already doing so well in the world.
Yes, I totally agree with you, and not that I'm being mean or I'm a cruel person, but I really just want to go to Putin's place and slap him left, right, center. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Not because I'm a bad person. Okay, it's like really heartbreaking to see all those news and the pictures and everything.
Exactly. I mean, like, he's basically a murderer. He murdered people even before this war.
Yes, and he's committing war crimes. This is
Yeah.
literally war crimes to
Exactly.
hurt and kill innocent civilians.
Exactly. And if you heard about the Salisbury poisonings, where he poisoned a few people in the UK, and that by Russians, was a former Russian spy. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I learned it in geography. It's really sad what he does. This is extremely selfish. He does not think of other people. He thinks of
Yes.
himself. He thinks of his own country, and he doesn't think anything internationally.
Yes. Even if the war does continue, I really want to I really want to tell Putin, if he's listening to this, which is probably never gonna happen. He's probably never gonna listen to this.
Yeah.
I want to tell him, keep the fighting in the front line, okay? Don't hurt any more innocent people. I mean, the soldiers are innocent, I know, and I don't want them to be hurt either, but they are fighting for their country, okay? So just keep it in the front line and don't go hurt the innocent mothers and babies and everyone else.
Exactly. They don't. I mean, like, children in Russia who are just starting to live, they don't deserve war. No one
Yes.
deserves war.
And children in Ukraine too.
Yeah, obviously. Like, I feel bad for all of them.
Yes, especially the parents who lost their kids and
Exactly.
people who lost their loved ones.
And I feel so sorry and so bad for those who have to leave their country without knowing if they'll ever come back.
Yes, I was really hoping that Putin wouldn't invade Ukraine on the 24th of February. I was like, okay, this is not gonna happen. I hope this won't happen. This will not happen. The next day, guess what? Putin invaded Russia. I mean,
Yes.
sorry, Putin invaded Ukraine, not Russia. That would be funny if he invaded his own country.
Invade his own country.
Yes.
But yeah, it's like so extremely sad. We feel so bad for them. And yeah, if you want, I think there is a UNICEF or something by the UN to
website?
help. Yeah, there's a website. We'll put the link somewhere. You'll find it somewhere.
Yes, in the description probably.
Yeah. And you'll also find it on our Instagram. If you can, please donate a few dollars to help these people.
Every single dollar counts.
Yes, to help buy medical supplies, to help these people flee their country.
And to help them with their studies and everything else.
Help them build a new life in their new country, and help like stop this fighting.
Yes. So to wrap this up, just want to say, we just want to get to the point. We're just trying to say that whatever Putin is doing, he has a point, but he has gone way too far.
Yes, I totally agree with you. He can't justify this invasion. No one can, and it's against international law, if you didn't know, to actually invade another country, because last time when colonialism was a big thing in the world, now it's abolished by international law. You can't invade another country. You can't claim another country is your territory if they don't agree with you.
Yes.
If there's no proper treaty, like, you can't invade them by force.
Yeah, you can't invade them by force. It's a bad thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. And I think all this tension is building up, and it leads up to here. Like, we thought we were good. The world was gonna end when North Korea got nuclear weapons, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and now it leads up to this. I mean, like, why can't we just have peace?
Yes, we had peace for a few years already.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the rest of the years were peaceful. Everything was fine. Everyone was living under sunshine. Yeah.
So,
But now we have this. So
yes, it's just really sad.
And let's give like prayers to the kids,
Yeah,
to everybody.
to everybody in Ukraine, every single Ukrainian around the world, even though they are not living in Ukraine, just pray for them and keep them in your prayers.
Yes. So let's wish them the best, and let's hope that this doesn't get so bad. But yeah.
Yes. So this is the end of the episode, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.